Hi, cousins. I was just actually talking about this guy to a friend yesterday. Here is the acetate for Sure Shot, the album of Crown Heights Affair. No label acetate, nice. I have the sheet there. Let's talk about this for a minute. So, You Gave Me Love. Big record, promo only. One of those records that instantly got to me, man. Loved it to death. And as years went on, I got to know Crown Heights Affair, and I got very close with Burt Reid. Rest in peace. Burt Reid not only was part of Crown Heights Affair, but he's the guy that wrote I'll Do Anything for You, Deborah Morgan. He mixed I Hear Music in the Streets. I believe he wrote I Hear Music in the Streets. He mixed Must Be the Music, was big part of Prelude, which is my favorite label. Just a phenomenally great guy. We met in the 90s. We hit it off. We spent a lot of time together. I asked a lot of questions. I later on put him together with Louis Vega and Barbara Tucker, and they created Stay Together. I don't know if I got to thank you on that record, but you're welcome, everybody involved. That was a Johnny D collaboration. And, I got a lot of reach, cousin. I'm not bragging. This is an ego. I'm stating facts, cousin. There was a book I saw somebody had on the train years ago. It ain't bragging if you've done it. All right? Remember that. It ain't bragging if you've done it. I don't need to brag. You could Google me. You see what I've done. That's where it's at. Anyway, let me just tell you about You Gave Me Love for a minute. I'm going to give you a story, another tidbit, no charge. I looked at it. So obviously, Raymond Reid, Burt's brother, was the genius behind the Now album, Franz Jolie, Gonna Get Over You. He did mad shit. Another genius. These guys were just at another level. When you look back, probably the most underrated group, the whole situation. Anyway, I saw Ida Reid as the credit. I always remembered Ida Reid. And Ida isn't a common name. And I'm like, usually a lot of these records you see where, you see men, you don't see a lot of female writers and a lot of time. Anyway, I asked Burt, what's the story? Who's Ida Reid? Ida Reid was their mother. And he told me one day he walked in the house and his mother was sitting on the chair, like a rocking chair set. It's like funny. He told me the story and I could visualize it. And she was on this chair with a pen and a notebook. And she wrote, You Gave Me Love, like in, I don't know, less than an hour. And I think she was speaking a reference to the husband or whatever it was at the time. And that was it, man. You Gave Me Love. So that's history, which is kind of crazy. And Burt Reid, rest in peace, man. I love you. You were a great friend, an incredible inspiration. Your contributions are crazy. Another guy that, when does anybody talk about Burt Reid? It's so sad. We get caught up in all the nonsense, and you get a guy like that is touching people 40, 50 years later, and he's not like the household name he should be. All right.